Trawler yachts always seem to go down really well on our channel, so today I'm going to bring you something very special indeed. This is the brand new Selene 72, a full displacement little ship of a trawler yacht with some truly spectacular features, and I am going to show you every single inch of it. Now, I'm Hugo Andreae, you're watching Motorboat and Yachting. Let's go and tour it. Couple of things to know. Selene, they're a Taiwanese yard, but most of the production is now in China, and that's where this boat was built. But you will be truly amazed at the quality of construction and finish on board. As you can see, there's a big bathing platform here with a Williams 345 sport jet tender on it. You'll also notice there's access to a crew area there, which we'll take a look at in a minute. But first, let's go on board and admire the layout of the main deck. So really lovely sheltered cockpit area here. Straight away you can get a feel for some of the finishing on here. Beautiful lacquered teak, really chunky stainless steel supports for that flybridge overhang. Lovely table. And such serious chunky build quality. Look how thick those top coamings are. Look at the quality of that stern gear, that winch, the cleat. And over here, also lovely to see, we've got a sink so you can wash your hands if you've been dealing with the ropes. We've also got a stern control, so when you're coming alongside you've got throttles and thrusters so that you can bring it in stern to the quay in somewhere like the Mediterranean here. Now we've got full walk around decks, really nicely protected, so you can see that flybridge overhang comes right the way out to the outside. Really nice and easy to walk along. Just do a very quick skirt around the decks. You can see we've got a full Portuguese bridge, so you can walk around the front of the wheelhouse here. You've also got a lovely seating area up on the bow, and again, heavy duty ground tackle. Got a proper Samson post right in the middle here, two twin anchors, a main anchor and a secondary one right out forward on that anchor pulpit. Poles for a sun canopy if you want to have one over this area here. Just the same walk around deck down here. Access into the pilot house, but let's start at the stern and work our way forward. We've also got engine room access here, and we'll take a look down there in a minute. But let's start up on the flybridge. Got steps up. And here we've got a full aft deck. At the moment we've got canvases around it to shield from eyes on the quay, gives a little bit more privacy, but of course you can take all that canvas off and enjoy a view out over the stern. Plenty of space for freestanding furniture. Got a couple of teak sun loungers here. Some rather cool sort of rope style chairs. Lovely bar area up here. All made in the yard. You can see Selene branded bar stools. Fully equipped bar area here. You've got a fridge and an ice maker under here. Lots of storage, little service bar, and then a forward seating area up here. You can see there is a small dining area there and a lovely helm station forward with a full wheel and Selene seats, beautifully made, full overhead hardtop with an opening sun canopy. You've also got full wet bar facilities here. There's a sink in there and a grill under there. The other thing to notice is you've got inside stairs and outside stairs. So we're going to go back down the outside stairs. Let's take a look inside the main deck. Now, first thing you need to know is that this is very much a custom shipyard, so you can spec it pretty much how you want. You can choose the style of woods, the layout, the finish, all those kind of things. So first thing to point out is we've got a nice lifting window here over onto that wet bar, so there's a nice connection between the inside and the outside, as well as that really solid watertight door. You can see you've got three sturdy fixings there. Now this has been set out as a nice lounge area. You could decide to have this as a dining space or however you want to do it. We've got a big TV on this side, lots of storage everywhere you look. You also have the option of either a lower galley or an upper one. This has got the upper galley, and in that case you have this lovely dining area here. Now here you get an idea of some of the different finishes. This has got the high gloss lacquer finish on the table and the chairs, whereas on the floor and around the outside it's got a satin finish, but really exceptional quality. Traditional trawler style, but you can really tweak the interior by having different coloured woods, and we'll show you some of those woods as we go through the boat. Now here we've got a lovely sideboard unit. This has everything you need for full service. So if we have a look behind these chairs, for instance, open one of these, you've got all the crockery safely stowed in beautifully made custom built drawers, and that goes all the way along here. All those lockers there have different elements for a full service, so everything from vegetable bowls to soup bowls, glasses, everything you need. And then a few steps up to the galley area. So this is what I meant by the upper galley, and to be honest, this is more of a kind of floating kitchen than a simple galley. It's full domestic spec. So we got a Liebherr full height fridge freezer, got a Siemens oven, induction hob, lots of storage all around. I'm not going to open them all because we'll be here forever. Really nice work surface, sink here. I think there's a double sink, there's another one under there I believe. Little raised bar area so you can serve drinks here too. And here are some of the woods that I talked about. So you've got the option of mahogany, walnut, teak, cherry and oak engineered veneer. So lots of different choices, and just by tweaking that you can really change the feel of the yacht. Now this is of course the centre of it. This is the pilot house, but really nice to have that connection with the galley right there. And most of these are owner-driven yachts, so yes, you can have a really good crew if you want to, and there's some exceptional crew spaces, but I believe on this 72-foot yacht it is just a couple that cruise it on them by themselves, so really nice to have that connection. Very fine bridge, massive vertical ship style wheel. There are the throttles for the two engines, Raymarine screens, MFDs, and of course those traditional trawler style reverse angle windscreens with wipers on them, and then repeat controls, analog dials for all the engines up there too. So you've got digital access, but you've also got traditional analog gauges if you want to check them by sight. Now then, this is another part I really like. There is such good separation between the guest accommodation and the owner's accommodation. So this forward one leads down to the guest area. Now the standard layout is 3 guest cabins and 1 owner's cabin. On this version, they've gone for 2 larger VIP suites. And I have to say, it does look very special, because this, believe it or not, is a VIP suite. It is a full beam space. So look how much room there is down here. Got acres of space, your own sofa, really high quality portholes, nice artworks and mirrors on the bulkhead, masses of space around the bed, all enveloped in this lovely teak veneer. Ensuite bathroom, of course, little sliding pocket doors. I think that's it's locked in space, but you can see that slides across. Look at the detailing even here. 4 different grains, little inlay. Beautifully done. Decent sized shower cubicle, proper heated towel rail, lots of storage. And then moving forward, you'll also notice everywhere you look there's access panels in the floor going down into the bilges. If you need to get to anything, any of the plumbing, it's all very easily done. And then second guest cabin forward. This is in the bow area. You can just see the taper of the yacht. And look at this for a nice bit of detailing too. It's like, it's not even tongue and groove, it's proper little wood planking in there. but just harks back to the traditional wooden style boat building. Circular opening ports. There is a safety escape hatch there if you need it, but lovely warm feel from all that teak. Masses of storage. Lovely to see that all these have got little vented louvers so you never get any condensation inside. And an ensuite bathroom here too. Same heated towel rail, corner shower, marble sink. And this, don't forget, is just the guest accommodation. Now let's go and take a look at the owner's suite. Worth pointing out on the way up here, as we come through the galley, there is this extra wine fridge tucked in there. So if we make our way back through the saloon, here is the internal staircase up to that flybridge. So you've got access from inside and outside. And then separate staircase curving down to the owner's cabin. A bit more storage as we pass here. And check this out. Full beam, completely private, completely separate. 3 oval-shaped hull windows on either side, the outside 2 of which open up if you want to get fresh air and ventilation. Same lovely warm teak woodwork. Nice light fixtures with this almost sort of wrought steel effect look. Tons of space all around the bed. Big TV on the bulkhead. Ensuite bathroom on this side. Not full beam the bathroom, but then it's such a beamy boat you don't really need it. You've got a really good size shower cubicle in there. And on this side we have a walk-in wardrobe. I'm not going to nose around too much in there because it looks like some of the owner's clothes are still on board. Looks like there's another one behind there. I won't open that, but you can see plenty of storage. There's also access under the stairs there. But what I really want to show you is a bit more of the crew space and engineering. So there is dual access to that. You can come on board via this stern access, or there is access to the engine room from there. But let's try going in through this stern hatch first. So if you come down here, there is a full laundry, and that is quite frankly the poshest laundry I think I've ever seen. I've never seen one which is so beautifully arranged with the teak and holly flooring, all the cabinets and lockers also in that beautiful glowing teak. Got air conditioning systems, not quite sure what those are, but we also got access to the steering under here, so it is both a technical space and a laundry. But I love the fact they've gone to the trouble of kitting it all out in this beautiful wood finish. Now this, believe it or not, is either the captain's cabin, but as you can see it's finished to such a high standard that it does mean that on this particular boat they use it as an overflow guest cabin. And frankly, when it looks this good, why not? You've got a full-size, looks like a king-size bed. Those portholes there, a little bit shielded by the overhead lockers there, but exactly the same standard of fit and finish as the guest cabins, and an ensuite bathroom. Not quite as big as the other ones forward. There's just about standing headroom here, pretty much exactly my height, 6 foot 1 inches. But if you're a captain or a crew, you are going to be very chuffed with that. Frankly, even if you're a guest, you're going to be pretty pleased. Now there is the secondary access from the port side deck that I showed you from outside, and that comes down here too. And here is the watertight door leading in to the engine room. And when I say room, I really do mean room. Check this out. Absolutely towering. I've got a good 4 or 5 inches over me, possibly even more. These are the 2 engines. You can either have Cat or John Deere. You can see they are traditional shaft drive, straight out through ZF gearbox and under the boat. Twin Onan generators. Fabulous fuel system, full fuel polishing, so there is one tank either side and full redundancy, so you can change one filter, switch over to the other whilst you're cleaning it out. Now then, I mentioned earlier this is a full displacement hull, so that means your maximum speed is around 11.5, 12 knots, but more to the point, at a cruising speed of 8 knots, you're using just 25 litres per hour in total, and with the size of those two fuel tanks there, it will give you a cruising range of around 3,000 nautical miles. And of course you have everything you need, so you've got water makers here too, you've got those big generators, and you've got the full fuel polishing system. So you can keep going for days, weeks, potentially even months on end. Let's finish up this tour of the Selene 72 sat at this bar on the aft sun deck. Now, when I started the video, I promised you were in for something special, and I hope that now you've had a look round and seen the various standards and quality on display here, you'll agree with me. As always, I'll be fascinated to hear what you make of it in the comments, and of course, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and you can be sure that we'll bring you more of these exclusive tours as soon as we can.